A very good morning, my dear students, and welcome to Digital World of Patania Public School. Beta, today in this video, we start our chapter number 6. The name of the chapter number 6 is Cyber Ethics. Cyber Ethics. The word ethics defines the elements. The words ethics defines the element important to humans' moral. Important to human morals. Ethic would be referred to as specific values. Ethics would be referred to specific values, standard, rules, agreement. These all are your ethics. So cyber ethics deal with the moral principle or code of the conduct which is to be followed by the people while using online services. When you are using online services, when you are accessing any information on the internet, that time you deal with the moral principle or code of conduct which is to be followed by the people. These all are your cyber ethics. For example, we should respect views of others. We should respect views of others and be honest. Be honest on the online. When you are online, be honest with everyone and recognize the right and property of other on the internet. Some of the common issue related to the cyber ethics are plagiarism, copyright, privacy concerns. So these type of issues with this online services. So while using the online services on information, we need to be honest the with the rules of the internet, with the rules of the internet for sharing any information, for accessing any type of information. So here we are learn about the what is cyber ethics, cyber what is software license, what is open source movement, intellectual property in fragmentation, what is plagiarism, digital property right, digital divide and digital unit, very important here. Freedom of information, e-commerce, secure data transmission, and netiquettes means internet. uh, uh, which rule are you are follow when you use the internet. So these all are we are read in this chapter. So cyber ethics, we have defined the cyber ethics means the human moral. The cyber ethics means when you are using the internet, when you are accessing the internet, that time you follow some rules, and these all rules are your cyber ethics. These all rules are your cyber ethics. Okay, and these all are your cyber ethics. uh, when you share your ideas, when you share your online services or information, we need to be honest and follow certain rules which are as follows. Some rules are there: never try to harm other people, unethically accessing their computer on the internet, don't use any other computer without the permission of any other person, and don't harm any other people on the internet. Always give respect to the other while communicating. When you communicate with another, and then respect the views of the other one also. Never try to steal important or confidential information from others system. Don't be confidential, don't steal, don't copy the confidential information to the other people. Do not copy information which is to be protected or copyright act. So always you write your own ideas, views and thinking, and don't be copy or the copy. Otherwise you can uh, follow the rule of the copyright act also. Never spread wrong information, don't be rumors, don't follow the rumors, don't spread the rumors. And while using online social media site, never upload pirated software. So you always use the original software in your computer. Always use the original window in your computer system. Don't use the pirated software. When you are using pirated software, that is also a cyber crime. So this is the cyber ethic. Don't be download pirated software. Never keep on the other system. Always keep your eye on your system. Never enter friends in the others work also. Now next one is your software license. A computer software license is a legal tool that governs the use of redistribution of software. Redistribution of, so the software license is a legal document, you can say, or you can say is a tool that governs the use of redistribution of software. It commands how the program or the code can be used and distributed by license. So it command, who command, a software license who provide the software license, it commands how the program or code can be used and distributed by license to the end user. It makes a substantial impact on how widely the technology gets adopted. How widely technology was adopted. Uh, these legal document, these software license provide binding guidelines for the use of distribution of software. It is between the software producer and the end user. And who is the end user? We are the end user, that who use the internet or who use this software. So between the software producer who produce the software and who use the software, between these distribution guidelines, uh, so provide binding guidelines. So these are the binding guidelines. What is the binding guidelines? Software license are the, so is an important part of the legally binding contract between them. This is to ensure recognize on the rights of the owner of this his creation. It specifies how the application may be used and defines the right of both producer and the user always. So many license are there. Your property license, you can say, and property license of all the software license. This is most restrictive license. The idea behind is that all the rights are reserved. All the rights are reserved here, and it is used for software where the code may not be modified or redistributed. And the next one is the most common license model is your license per server or CPU or points, you can say. License per server or CPU point, regardless the number of user, it is common practice as well as site or commonly company license also. Yes, company license is also the licensing model. And next one is the common license model is your property license, you can say. For property license, 1 year of the maintenance is often required, but maintenance subscription renewals are discounted. Or for annual license also, there is no renewal. A new license must be purchased after expiration. When your license is expired, you can purchase another license. This type of license is your annual license. And one more license is your open source license. Yes, open source license is also there, like your MIT license, Creative Commons license, Mozilla Public License 2.0, or you can say here creative company license, common development and distribution license. So many types of license are there. Permissive license, Apache license, copy left also is a license. So here different types of software licenses are there. Here have some types of software license is there. So what is the software license here? Three types of mainly software license are there. One is your open source software, second is your freeware software, and third one is your shareware software. So open source software whose code is made available for use of modification. You when your code is also available for use of modification as per users convenience and unlimited distribution. You can distribute anywhere. That type of software, it is developed as a public collaboration. It may come free of cost or charge a nominal fee. You can pay only the nominal fee for these open source software. and it is developed as a public collaboration. It may come free of cost, or a developer that intend to freely share, improve the and redistribute by other can use open source trademark in their distribution terms conform to the OSI. What is the mean of OSI? OSI stand for open source definition here. And what do you mean by the trademark here? Trademark is a mark. Trademark is any special mark. What do you mean by the trademark here? Trademark is your any special mark that differentiate goods. Goods means things. Goods and services of an object from its competitors. So, who differentiate your goods, your services to the other object and then provide a special mark? This special mark is your trademark here. So, some have the open source software have some conditions, and you can say here trademark distributions, open source distribution terms to be considered, the software being distributed must be redistributed to anyone else without any restriction. So you can distribute it again. The source code must be made available so that the developer at the receiving and will be able to improve or modify it. And the another types is your freeware. The term freeware was coined, the trademarked in the 1980s by Andrew Flagleman. In journal, it is a computer software that is made available free of charge, but which is copyrighted by its developer, who retain the rights of to control its distribution, modify it, sell it. The further, it is typically distributed without its source code, thus preventing modification by its user. So what is the freeware? Freeware software are which provide at no fee and do not have copyright. Therefore, these programs are in public domain. These programs are in public domain. So next one is your next type is your shareware. Shareware is commercial software that is distributed free to users either in a limited format or on a trial basis that expires after a set number of days. It was first introduced in the earlier 1980s with its popularity rising in 1990s. So your shareware software are the mainly used for the commercial purpose, and it is only given to you for distribution for a specific time of the you can use it, and after that you can pay the software. So trial basis that expire after a set number of days, maybe after 15 days. So trial versions are your shareware, you can say one so it was first introduced in earlier 1980s with its popularity rising in 1990s. Now our next term is here open source software. Open source software movement. At above we have learned about the open source software, but here we learn about the open source software movement. So when we are talking about the open source software movement, so what do you mean by the open source software movement? The free software movement was the idea of Richard Stallman. The open source software movement is the idea of whose? The idea of, everyone note it down, Richard, 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 and Stallman, Stallman. He began his student in computer science in early 1970s before the rise of popularity software license, and in 1983 he launched the GNU project. Who launched the GNU project? Richard Stallman launched the GNU project, an effort to create the complete operating system to provide its user with the freedom to view, change, and share its source code also. In 1985, everyone underline and note that point also. In 1985, uh, Richard Stallman built on the GNU project by founding the Free Software Foundation, FSF. Everyone underline here, FSF. FSF. So, what is the full form of this FSF? Free Software Foundation. Free Software Foundation is a non-profit organization dedicated to promoting the concept of free software to a large public. Free software to a large public. The distribution term of open source software must complete with the following criteria. So we follow some criteria here. First is integrity, the authority source code. The license may restrict a source code from being distributed in modified form only if the license allows the distribution of patch files with the source code for the purpose of modifying the program at build time. So the license must explicit permit distribution of software built from modified source code. The license may require a derived work to carry a different name or version number and from the original software. Next is your free redistribution. The license shall not restrict any company from selling or giving away the software as a component of an of a larger software distribution containing program from multiple source or aggregate software distribution containing program from several different sources. No discrimination, yes, very important point here. Uh, no discrimination against persons or group. The license must not discriminate anyone against any person or group of persons. No discrimination against field of endure. Field of endure. The license must not restrict anyone from making use of the program in a specific field of endure. For example, it may not restrict the program from being used in a business or from being used for genetic research. And next one is your source code. Source code, the program must include source code and must allow distribution in source code as well as compiled form. Like in HTML you write down the code that notepad. So when you write down the code on the notepad, this is your source code. So here the program must be include source code and must allow distribution in source code as well as in compiled form. Next is your derived work. Next is your derived work. The license must allow modification and derived work and must allow them to be distributed under the same term as the license of the original software. A license of the original software and the distribution of license, the rights attached to the program must apply to all to whom the program is redistributed without the need of execution of an additional license by those parties. License must not restrict other software. Very important here. License must not restrict other software. The license must not place restriction. It not place restriction on other software that is distributed along with the licensed software. For example, the license must not insist that all the program distribution on the same medium must be open source software. Must be open source software. Now next is your very important again here, your intellectual property right. Intellectual property right. So intellectual property right is your, so many intellectual property rights are there. Here you've seen uh, so many intellectual properties are there, like your copyright property, your design protection, trademark, patent, or so these type of all the intellectual property rights are there. So intellectual property is a term referring to creating the intellect. What is the meaning of intellect? The term used in studies of human mind. So who study the human mind is your intellectual property. So intellectual property is a term referring to creation of the intellect, the term used in studies of the human mind, for which a monopoly, what do you mean by the monopoly? Monopoly comes from the Greek word monos. Monos means single and polyn means to seal. So is to assign designated owner by law. Some common types of intellectual property are copyright, patent, trademark, trade secret, etc. All these topics cover music. All these topics cover in music, literature, and other artistic work, discovers and inventories and words, phrase, symbol, and design in some foreign countries. Intellectual property rights are themselves a form of property called intangible property. This type of property is called intangible property. Due to the reason, it is also known as industrial property. The industrial property, many types of intellectual property are in your syllabus here. First one is your patent. What first one is your patent? What do you mean by the patent? The law provides ownership. The law provides ownership rights and protection for unique procedures, methods, inventions, and and discoveries. The patent owner gets the exclusive right to use, sell, and distribute the invention for a limited period of time, typically 20 years from the time of patent application filing. Patent law sets the some conditions that product have to meet. The product must be novel. Always patent means the product must be novel. It must be new in the country. It must be new in the country. So a title which provides it owner the right to prevent other from exploiting the invention is called your patent. Is your patent. Next is your trademark. We have already discussed the trademark. Trademark are the special mark that differentiate your goods, your services, your items from the other ones or from the other companies, is and set a standard set a set. So a sign which helps the organization in identification of its products or services and distinguish them from those supplied by competitors is called trademark. It can be distinctive word marks or other feature. The basic aim of trademark is to establish a link in customers' mind between all the different products and or services that the company offers, and then distinguish them from those supplied by the competitors. And next type is your design protection. So in general, design is the intentional creation, a plan, or it is mainly concerned with the feature or of the appearance of a part of the whole product. Design registration grants the exclusive right to the owner to use the design and to authorize others to use it. It also includes the right to make, offer, put on the market, import, export, or use a product in which the design is incorporated or to which it is applied, or to stock such a product for those purposes. Copyright. Now next type is your copyright. Very important type here, copyright. Copyright is your legal term. Copyright means your legal term, you can say here. And your legal term is used to describe to protect document from unauthorized duplication. Copyright is used to protect document from unauthorized duplication. For example, include literary works, publications, painting, architecture work, videos, sounds, recording, pictures, dramatic work, and so on. These all are the examples used in the copyright. Copyright can protect the expression of a person's idea, a particular person idea, and copyright give an entity the rights to copy, modify, and distribute the items. Copyright is a legal term and that are used to describe the legal right of the owner of intellectual property. In simple term, copyright is about protecting original expressions. This means that the original creators of a product and anyone he or she gives authorization to be the only ones with the exclusive right to produce the work. A software copyright protect all source code, written text material, graphic images, designs, drawing, any linked sound, video files, or film, etc. So every these field have the copyright. A copyright owner has five exclusive rights. First right is fix or store the information in a tangible form. Fix and or store the information in a tangible form. Next is reproduce the copyright material. Reproduce the copyright material. And the next one is sell, rent, lease, or otherwise distribute copies of the copyright work of the public. Copyright work of the public. And next right is publicly publicity perform and display the copyright material. Display the copyright material. And the next right is your prepare derivative work based on the copyrighted material. Okay, so next is your next type of intellectual properties is your trade secret. Trade secret is any confidential information which gives the organization an economic advantage over its competitor. It can be any formula, product design, internal research, process pattern, etc. And now next is your intellectual property in fragment. Intellectual property in fragment. In technical term, in fragment refers to the violation of a protected intellectual property right or the use of intellectual property by the stranger without the prior consent of the ownership is infringement of intellectual property. The infringement of intellectual property take place due to the harassment in intellectual property of an owner. So the detailed description of these fragmentation are as follows. First is your patent in fragmentation, trademark in fragmentation, and copyright fragmentation. We have already learned about the patent, trademark, and your copyright. What are these? So here we are learn about the in fragmentation. When a product is patented, any person can use it by seeking permission from the owner. This permission may typically be granted in the form of a license. In technical term, patent infringement is the act of utilization a patented invention without prior consent from the patent holder. Next is your trademark infringement. So trademark infringement refers to the violation of exclusive right attaching to a trademark without the authorization without without to a trademark authorization of the trademark owner or license also you can say here. And copyright infringement, the unauthorized use of material that is covered by the copyright rule in such a manner that violates one of the copyright owner exclusive rights such as the right to reproduce or perform the copyrighted work is called copyright violation or copyright infringement. So, for electronic and audio visual media, unauthorized reproduction and distribution is occasionally referred to as privacy. Privacy. So, these all are about the intellectual property in fragmentation. Intellectual property in fragmentation. So thank you so much for watching this video. In next video we meet with the continuation of this chapter with next topic. Thank you so much.